All right, thank you. The council meeting will remain open to hear trailed item 75 in conjunction with the agency items 4 and 5, and we'll move on to our redevelopment agency. The redevelopment agency meeting of May 16, 2007 is called to order. This meeting has been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the open meeting law. Item number 3 is approval of the final minutes by reference to the regular redevelopment agency meeting of April 18, 2007. May I have a motion, please?
Yes, Your Honor. No addition or deletion. Make a motion for approval of the minutes, please.
All right, thank you. Let's vote on that, please. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Council number 75, R35-2007, discussion and possible action regarding a resolution consenting to the undertakings of the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency in connection with the Commercial Visual Improvement Program agreement between the Redevelopment Agency and FR Fremont LLC, doing business as USA Hostels, Las Vegas, located at 1322 Fremont Street, to be in compliance with and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the Redevelopment Agency. Agency number 4 is RA-7-2007, discussion and possible action regarding a resolution finding the project proposed by the Commercial Visual Improvement Program agreement between the Redevelopment Agency and FR Fremont LLC, doing business as USA Hostels LV at 1322 Fremont Street, to be in compliance with and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the Redevelopment Agency. Agency number 5, discussion possible action regarding a Commercial Visual Improvement Program agreement with FR Fremont LLC, DBA USA Hostels LV, providing funds to assist with improvements to a building and property located at 1322 Fremont Street. And all of these items are in Ward 3. Mr. Adams.
Scott Adams, Director of the Office of Business Development. These are the 3 usual items that we present to you for consideration on a visual improvement program grant, one being a resolution of the City Council, one being a resolution of the RDA, and then the final item being the item that actually approves the agreement that we enter into that provides for funding and certain requirements of the grantee for meeting the requirements of the program. This is for the USA Hostels project at 1322 Fremont. I've got a before shot on the overhead. It shows an actual location of the building as well as a shot of the building's exterior as it is today. There is a gentleman here representing USA Hostels, and I believe he has an after sketch that shows what they plan to do with the project afterwards.
All right, would you identify yourself, please?
Charles Fox, USA Hostels, 1322 Fremont Street. Glad to do our part in trying to get the downtown area up. And I have a picture here of what we propose to do. Painting, landscaping, and the terrace in the front, try to give it more of a cityscape and make the whole building more cohesive.
All right, thank you very much.
If I could, Your Honor, I think a question came up in briefing. Was the little pizza establishment part of the actual improvements? And the answer is yes, and yes, they will be making improvements to that building as well.
Very good. Thank you. Did you want to be heard? Okay. All right. I could have a motion, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to, I guess, put on the record, this is just north of the new urban lofts that are being built down there. I think we have about 24, 26 of those that have been sold. We've got some others being built. This area here is really taking on a new look, and I appreciate what they're doing down there. I will make a motion for approval of item number 75 with all conditions.
All right, let's vote, please. Opposed? Motion carries.
And on agency item number 4, I'll make a motion for approval of all conditions.
Thank you. Let's vote. Opposed?
And
motion carries.
And on item agency number 5, make a motion to follow staff recommendation for approval with all conditions.
Let's vote, please. Opposed? Motion carries. You have the bunkhouse, right? So
yes.
Doing well?
Yeah. Very
all right.
good.
It's a great little place.
Yeah.
That whole area
I just wanted to thank the Redevelopment Agency for all their help. Good guys and very helpful.
Good. Thank you. We thank you for all you're doing, too. Okay. All right. The City Council meeting is now in recess. We're going to move on to the agency item 6. Item 6 is discussion and possible action regarding notice of intent to augment and amend fiscal year 2007 annual budget of the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency Debt Service Fund. Mr. Vincent.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Vincent, Finance and Business Services. This is just a routine item. We do it every year. It's a notice of intent to augment the RDA budget because the RDA is revenues are coming from tax increment, ad valorem tax increment. We're required to have a public hearing. This is the notice in the public hearing.
All right, folks, it's a public hearing. Would anyone like to be heard?
This is not a public hearing, this is notice of the public
Oh, I
hearing.
see. Okay, fine. All right.
That's all.
Okay. Did you want to be heard? Okay. May I have a motion, please?
Move to follow staff's recommendation.
Thank you. Let's vote. Opposed?
What's he standing there for?
Motion carries. Item number 7, discussion of possible action regarding a contract for the lease of property at 5th Street School located at 400 Las Vegas Boulevard South for leasing office space to the Las Vegas chapter of the American Institute of Architects. This is Award 3.
Scott Adams again with the Office of Business Development. There's actually 3 items that are very similar, items 7, 8, and 9. These are all leases for the space that will be occupied by each of the cultural facilities that are planning to go into the 5th Street School. I've got on your overhead a shot of the layout of the 5th Street School. Item number 7 is an item regarding a lease to the American Institute of Architects for 1,426 square feet of space. These leases comprise $1 a square foot for their space, as well as they're paying their pro rata share of CAM charges, our overhead and operating expenses for running the facility. The overhead diagram shows where each of those facilities, where each of these tenants will be going. Item number 7 is for the AIA. Item number 8 is for the Nevada School of the Arts at 4,463 square feet. And item number 9 is with the University of Nevada, Las Vegas College of Fine Arts to have their downtown studio, architecture studio at 4,057 square feet, all under very similar terms and conditions.
Okay, fine.
There are representatives of each of these groups here present if you have any questions about any respective
All right, very good.
space.
Well, I'll read 8 and 9 into the record then. 8 is discussion of possible action regarding a contract for the lease of property at 5th Street School located at 400 Las Vegas Boulevard South to the Nevada School of the Arts for leasing office and classroom space in Ward 3. And 8 is discussion and possible action regarding an interlocal contract for the lease of property at 5th Street School located at 400 Las Vegas Boulevard South with the University of Nevada, Las Vegas College of Fine Arts to lease office and studio space in Ward 3, of course. All right, are there any questions of Mr. Adams on this? Or would any of the folks who are associated with these wonderful facilities that are going to be tenants at our 5th Street School, would you like to address us now? All right, we don't see any. Did you want to be heard?
Yes. Tom McGowan, Las Vegas resident. Upon public disclosure of the terms of all 3 leases, approve all the items. Thank you. I'd like a copy of that. Public copy.
Okay, folks, I just want to say to you, we're delighted to have you be part of this very important intellectual, cultural center in the heart and soul and the core of the Las Vegas Valley. And I can't think of better folks to occupy for creating the energy that's going to emanate from that building and waft through downtown Las Vegas. And I can't wait till we finish the building. It's going to be, what, about 9 months, they said, right? 6 to 9? Right. About 9 months. So you'll be in there before the first, right around the first of the year, and that's really, really exciting for us. We're really looking forward to it. And try to be as active as possible when you're down there. Let the community feel and sense what you're trying to accomplish, okay? Good. All right, Councilman Reed.
Yes, Your Honor, I make a motion for approval of item number 7 with all conditions.
Thank you. Let's vote, please. Opposed? Motion carries.
And I make a motion for approval of item number 8 with all conditions.
Thank you. Let's vote. Opposed? Motion carries.
Yes, Your Honor, I make a motion for approval of item 9 with all conditions, please.
Thank you. Let's vote, please. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Item 10 is citizens' participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the Redevelopment Agency. No subjects may be acted upon by the Redevelopment Agency unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please step up to the mic, give us your name, and we'll put the 3-minute timer on. Thank you.
Beatrice Turner, West Las Vegas. And I want to say to Councilwoman Tarkanian, you know, you just approved a tavern that's going to be opened up in your ward. But I want you to understand this. My son also is a boxer, and I don't want him to become a certificate like that other young man was in that woman's previous business that she had. And the next thing, you need to look into and see who her private backers are. So is Michael Chambers going to be getting checks at the prison? Or Yvonne going to get them when she get on the bus to go to prison?
Anybody else like to be heard?
Charles Fox, USA Hostels in the bunkhouse. At the hostel, it's a youth hostel, and when after the guests stay there, they're mostly kids from Europe, from Asia, Australia. We send them out a email to do like a review on their stay in Las Vegas, and I just have like a consultation of like some of the reviews of the street, and I was just hoping that maybe what they've done at the entertainment district, where they've hired, they've made a group to hire security guards. Maybe we could do that, extend that further down Fremont Street, or maybe even start a new group where we could be taxed and maybe have our own security in that area. And then the other thing was the lighting. The lighting in all down Fremont Street it's like a 1960s or 70s like low voltage type lighting, which really doesn't cast any light out at all, and the people are kind of scared going up and down the street. So I just wanted to give this to you guys just to see like the kind of comments that we're getting back about the street.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. If you'd also give a copy to my new go-to guy, Mr. Sanchez over there. He's my go-to guy when it comes to these kind of projects. And, let him have a look at it in the head start, okay?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Could I just add, and I know that Councilwoman Williams feels the same way, in our areas where we have that low voltage lighting, it's worth it to pay more for electricity for the safety that you get to have the higher voltage. It's just a less expensive way to do it than a security guard. So what I just wanted to say is I understand what you're saying. We know the problems that you're having, and I know Charlie has been helping us a lot in getting that taken care of. He's changed the lights in some areas. It's improved the safety situation very, very much.
Both at the bunkhouse and at the hostels, we've had to go out on our buildings and put like spotlights into the street to try to illuminate around our area. But once you move away from our properties, then it becomes very dark. And like if you read these comments, you'll see that, I mean, the people are literally like running like from the bar to the hostel, or from Las Vegas Boulevard down to the hostel, because they just don't feel safe, walking up and down the street. And maybe this is something that we could look to as far as, just like maybe the Fremont corridor and these other corridors where we have people that are tourists that are coming from out of the country even, and this is their impression of Las Vegas, and sometimes it's not a good impression. So
well, we can't take action today, but as I said, Mr. Sanchez will be on top of it.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Right, be sure to get in touch with him.
And thanks for the vote.
No problem. Okay. Anybody else?
Yes. Tom McGowan, Las Vegas resident. In a side note, what's the demographic attribution of the passengers base for the bunkhouse? Anybody? Now forget it. Here's my presentation. You were repeatedly advised of the need for public mass transit along Casino Center Boulevard during First Fridays in the Art District of Ward 3. And each and all of you were provided with a recommendation and request for a south extension of the City Ride bus system to serve that need, but apparently to no avail. If you continue to be unwilling or unable to discharge your duties and responsibilities as prescribed by your sworn oath of public office, the federal and state governments can and will assist you to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state of Nevada in fair and impartial service to not just some, but all residents of the city of Las Vegas, inclusively and without exception. The written text of my public comment is submitted in requested inclusion in the minutes of today's meeting in compliance with NRS that open meeting law. I'll just say one thing and catch you. You have 3 minutes. Take all the time you need. But you have 3 minutes.
Anybody else, please?
Good morning, Mr. Mayor, Council. My name is Ted Russell. I probably should have come up earlier. I just wanted to say positive things about the bunkhouse and the hostel. I hear good things all over the place. And I also wanted to agree with the gentleman, the applicant, that the lighting he has done is really good, but the hostel is an island of light and the bunkhouse is an island of light. And I'm looking forward to when we get improvements there on the lighting, which of course is substantially less than security guards, but he's doing great work in that part of town. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else like to be heard, please? Okay, seeing none, we're going to... Oh, there is? Okay.
I'm here to apologize for the last time I was here.
Have to state your name, please, for the record.
My name is Anthony Hodges, and I live 123 Sir David Way. Officially, I live in the county. But I have something, Mr. Mayor, from 1991, when Jan Jones was elected a mayor in her first term, and these two things prove, and Councilman Reese got elected in 1995. In 1996, he verbally attacked me, and you have records here, your cameras show that. He told me I have no business being here because I live in the county. See, the open meeting law said citizens' participation, so I can come all the way from New York and come in here in that 3 minutes and say something. No, Mr. Reese, please don't laugh, because under the law, you're in a lot of trouble with me. One, you physically put your hand on me improperly, and I'll tell them where. And you also, twice before you threw me out last time, the mayor wasn't sitting in his chair, and he is the mayor. I know you're mayor pro tem or whatever. Now, you let that lady, to whom come in here, get as loud as she wanted, do anything she pleased. The county wouldn't allow it. They protected me. That lady that followed me all over this valley from time to time and just beat up on me, just blah, 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 which is fine. That's good. But the idea is, I got thrown, I'm losing my voice, which is good anyway. The point is that Mr. Reese, that lady, the mayor asked her 2 weeks before I came back and got thrown out, did she mean that she wish you would die from pneumonia? And you asked her, would she restate that for the record? See, even the day she comes, that lady gets loud. Her voice is on all of the kind of, the lady, I don't mind. Hey, I've been beaten up on, period. But I come down here on the interest of all of the people. But Mr. Reese, you done something you had no business doing. And I speak a great deal of Spanish. I'm going to talk to the Spanish for, it's something you know even with them. Boy, when they find out about, they really don't really know you. That's why they just backed off and let you run, and the young man ran to get you, whatever. But the objective is, Mr. Reese, we all have things we have done we're not proud of. But you do have some skeletons, and I will bring them out when it comes time to press you on it. See, the objective is, in 1991, this will have to be turned in. I know, Mr. Mayor, this is the stuff I want to turn into. Is that this right here proves who was on this city council in 1991 when Jan and when I, furthermore, Ward 5 and 6 would not be in existence in 1996. When you sit right here, when I tried to bring it back before the city council, you and Mr. Brown was on the board. And that was on Jan's second term. And it was your first term. What I'm trying to say is, if what you say is true, then Ward 5 and 6 should not even be in business. They shouldn't even be here, because I was a man who lived in the county, and that letter said it was sent to me by the city. The city the one told me to go to the state. Right. Before you ever came.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Mayor, please, I love you, and I'm sorry I ever did anything in your office here under your heading. But you said something today, please let me say, you said something today is the reason I'm down here. You said today that we don't care how poor a person is in America, they should have the right to run for public office and not to have a lot of money. That is great on your part.
Thank you. But I have to cut you short, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? All right. The Redevelopment Agency meeting is adjourned, and we'll be back here. I'm sorry, folks. We got to give our staff time. 20 after 1. 1:30? 1:30.